This video runs for just over 4 minutes and it's showing a 6-year-old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, a tricolour, and a new baby that's just been acquired, a 10-week-old little Cheste, who's a Blenheim. Now, the first 2 days we had him, Cooper was literally scared stiff of him and would run away if he came near him, and I sort of don't blame him. And when you watch this video, you'll see that this little puppy looks as though it's going to be the leader of the pack. It's going to take on the dominant alpha. That's what I would think, whereas Cooper should be, because he's the eldest. Now, the reason I've let this run for as long as it is because I want you to realize that when a puppy is dominant, it really has tremendous energy and it's not going to give up easily. So even when Cooper puts him in the passive position there, he immediately turns around, bounces up and jumps back at the older dog instead of remaining docile and down while the older dog sets the rules. Both of them use their feet to push the other one. There he's been bowled over, but he's straight up again. And not only is he going for the neck, he's actually getting hold of this lovely long ear and the tail. Thank goodness Cooper's no longer being shown, because I don't know what I'd do to keep his ears intact. They'd have to be in a snood all the time. Then the puppy would probably rip the snood off. You can't hear any noises, but every now and then Cooper does give a bark at him to tell him to back off, and what does the puppy do? He barks right back at him in a little squeaky bark, and he just never stays submissive. He's always on the attack, and admittedly they are creating a friendship or a bond, but sometimes I think of these little scissor sharp teeth in that earlobe and my blood goes cold just watching. Cooper's trying to push him off without being too nasty to him, but the pup's having none of this whatsoever. Cheste is going to win, and that's how Cheste thinks. And even though this was only taped for just over 4 minutes, I had to actually stop them to allow Cooper to get some rest. He was getting exhausted, but the puppy had fire plus still to go. So just be aware when you have a puppy, it isn't always the docile little one. It can be quite the ferocious attacker, and sometimes it's hard to tell if this is really a fight or a game. Thank goodness Cooper seems to understand that it's a puppy, and even though he'll bark and snap at him, he hasn't actually bitten him or even come anywhere close to biting him. But if they were a different breed of dog, I would be more careful. You think for a minute there the puppy's going to have a rest, but nope, he's back at it again. And he's just not going to let this dog go. Oh, he's got the earlobe. Ouch, that hurts me just watching. Because he's not on the feathery bit, he's actually on the flesh. Cooper's again trying to push him off. And the puppy is not going to let go if he can possibly help it. But Cooper is getting a bit annoyed with him. And at that point he really snapped at him. But did that worry the puppy? No fear.